to Bricko. This is the 305, and these are my tag team partners.
Your boy Fresh.
Dom.
And let me tell you something. Every single episode, we got something to talk about, and we also try to mix it in with the numerology and astrology. And if you want a reading, it's 98 or above. But listen, man, we have people talking shit about this.
Oh.
And we'll get to him. But listen, the majority of our stories at this point is going to be with the biggest issue that humanity is facing right now. And Dom, am I wrong when I say AI is the biggest problem for humanity right now?
Yeah, I would have to agree completely. It's the biggest problem that we have right now. Most people, they don't even want to look at the issue because they feel like it's something that they can ignore and it'll go away. But I don't think we're in an era where AI is going anywhere anytime soon.
Fresh, is AI the devil?
You know what's crazy about that question? I think it really is because looking back at what happened at McDonald's and Chase, remember you used to be a lot of tellers at the bank and McDonald's. You walk in, they serve you, do your thing. But then all of a sudden, they went away. There's machines. I'm like, okay, convenience. It's faster, less stress. Okay, I like this. But then it got kind of weird when they start doing videos about people. And as you're going to see later on in the show, guys, they're making actual videos of creators online now. So sometimes it's almost as real as a person because you can't even tell there's AI videos. The point is like they've advanced AI so much and so far that the limitations back then are no longer limitations. Now there's just like weak points that they work on every single day. So what's happening is they're fast forwarding into AI because they can actually see the issues, fix it right away, and move forward to new things, which means the AI today is not AI from yesterday.
No.
And it also means now in the future, you're going to have people losing jobs, on an extended rate and a really fast rate, and as well people having their careers destroyed overnight. So this is not only just a scary thing, this is also the future.
If there's people who spent 4, 5, 6 years in college, universities to learn how to code. They were told by the government, this is the job of the future. Go to school, get in debt, and basically learn a skill. Learn a skill. And what happened? Yeah, I know, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy,
bro.
And learn a skill. That's what they told you. And because you fucking bought their fucking bullshit, you went to school for 6 years, and those same people right now, they're being replaced already by AI because all of us can go to a website and basically put in a few things in code, and the machine will do it for us. The AI will do it for us. What's that going to mean? All those people who went to school for 6 years and are in debt, it's over. They basically handicapped themselves. They financially suicided themselves. That's what they did. What the fuck?
What the heck? Yeah, was taking over the actual podcast. No, but just out to your point, Gary. So I got a friend, right? Went to school, did programming, came out, works for Microsoft, key developer there, did big things. He got fired a couple months ago, right? And you know what's the sad part? Can't find another job in the industry. He works at a pet shop. I got another guy. Came on a podcast like a month and a half ago. 21-year-old kid. Amazing guy. He's in Monaco right now having a blast with his friends. 100K vacation spent easily. He's making $20 million off of an AI store for using e-commerce tactics. So the leverage has changed, for example, to the new meta of AI and business. So you can have a degree, have a secure job in tech. Those days are over with, bro. Now it's who's the best AI contributor to their business, who can add that component to their business and maximize it to scale. And kids are doing it at 19, 18, 16 years old, by the way, making bags of money. But unfortunately, the regular population doesn't have this knowledge. And they're blinded because they're like, oh, well, I'm going to go to school, get my degree and work. That shit's done with, bro. Those days are over.
Yeah.
Done.
So now, unfortunately, by the time they realize what's happening, it's going to be too late. And then at that point, what do? They're going to become dependent on who?
The government.
Exactly. And then it's over.
Government handouts, a basic income, enough scraps for people to get by. But then you have something that happens outside the United States, something the United States never had happened before, because no matter how poor you are in this nation, you can come up. What you're going to have coming in the United States of America is generational poverty. Because once we get to this AI economy, when they run anything, there's not going to be any opportunity left for anyone to come up. It's just not going to exist anymore.
A lot of people, they look at the AI, but I think when people speak about how fast it is, I don't think people really look into how fast AI really has progress. And you can really tell when you compare it to any other industry that exists. You compare AI to the radio, you compare AI to television, you compare AI to social media. Where AI is right now, look at just MySpace or Facebook. Look how many years it took for them to take off and become the conglomerates that they are. Well, not MySpace, but Facebook. If you look at how Facebook started, it was initially for just college students and just for people to meet their families. Now it is the most downloaded social media app in the world and the most used one still to this day. It took a long time to get there. AI, if you look at the videos of Will Smith eating spaghetti, that was like one of the most viral ones initially, and you compare it to what can be done now, it's almost staggering. It would be in comparison to what social media had to take about 10 to 12 years to accomplish to what's taken AI about 8 months. And this is happening every 8 months. Every 8 months, it's progressing almost 12 years at a span.
So very good point. So they mentioned by 2030, AI is going to have a component on some level in every business, right? That's not that far away. So if you're watching this right now, you have a chance to actually get ahead of the curve and find a way. Now, how would you guys say is the best way to kind of, I guess, maneuver in this new AI meta? Would it be, I don't know, getting a job supporting AI, maybe a personal brand, maybe having your own AI business? How would you consider navigating this crazy, I want to say, new meta coming?
You know, the interesting thing is no matter what age or what decade we're in, no matter what the technology, networking's never gay. You always have to network. As long as you're networking with the people at the top, somehow I bet you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the majority of society. You know, I mean, to be honest, I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about you folks out there, man. I'm the best of the best at what I do. People are still going to want to interact with the best of the best. So I'm going to be fine. At the end of the day, you need to worry about your kids. You really need to worry about your family so you're not in generational poverty. It's going to get to those point where you have the rich living in private, secluded areas with private security, and the poor people are out to fend for themselves. That's how it's going to start going because there's no other way in a slave economy, and that's exactly what AI is. We're going back to slavery.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is not the actual slaves themselves can be robots. What we're going back to slavery is a slave economy where no one can compete with slave labor. No one's going to be able to compete with robots who are working for pennies when everyone else needs a living wage. This is going to affect every race, every religion. Doesn't matter how much you pray to Allah or anyone else. It's coming. And you need to prepare for yourself and your family. The best ways to do it. Personal brand, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
But not everyone has what it takes to do a personal brand. Sometimes you got to attach yourself to someone who's very good. So what I'm saying, there's a lot of guys who clip for me or are affiliates. I have never been in contact with them, but they clip for me and they work as affiliates and they make money that way.
Good money, yeah.
There's good money in clipping as long as you're ahead of the curve. And AI right now is ahead of the curve. Learning AI. We talked about that today when bills came in. AI, because you need to catch up with that wave. The next way is know the right people.
Yeah.
Have a skill that is far outweighed by anyone else in your field. You can do that, but if you're a woman, just look pretty. So, but you know what? They're getting replaced too. They're getting replaced too. I've seen IGs where you can almost not tell they're AIs, and these women honestly look better than like all these filtered women.
Well, just after your point as well, I met a guy literally 2 days ago. He's a fan of the show, and he told me he does OnlyFans management, but not for girls, for AI girls. I was like, what?
Yep.
And he's making bank. I saw his actual app.
You fucking simps.
Bro.
You fucking simps
So
are paying
you're telling
AI.
me his AI girls are making way more money than the majority of real women in today's OnlyFans communities. That to me, bro, he's like, bro, I sit all day, just chill. It's all automated. So that's telling me right now, AI women are taking over the industry 100%. And listen, they don't miss.
Nope.
They don't fail.
Nope.
And they don't get tired of work.
Nope.
They're working 24/7 and they respond 24/7.
They don't talk back either.
They don't talk back either, and they're not lazy.
You don't have to worry about another pimp taking them.
Nope. Nope. The loyal.
Unless they hack that account and take their account over. It is what it is. But listen, this is the future. And quite frankly, you women who've been living off simps, I think it's atrocious what you're doing. I think you're going to hell for it. But you know what the funny part is? I bet you these guys with their AIs who are going to be much better looking than you, because all of these people just judge everything off looks. You're going to lose that field too. And guess what? It's back on the streets.
Ooh. There's a great man that once said,
Bob House.
Subway's always hiring.
Maybe not in 5 years, bro. Maybe not in 5 years.
You're right. But yeah, I just think in this new world coming, it's going to be very, very hard to have an independent life.
It wouldn't be that hard to replace women if they gave more effort. Like even the OnlyFans women, they've gotten so accustomed to just making money for simply existing. That'll be the easiest thing to replace. All you got to do is just look good. I mean, the effort that they give to make the amount of money that they're making, it's going to be a correction process like we've never seen before.
Yeah. I just wonder what's going to happen when they turn 35, 40. What are they going to do for work?
They'll find Travis. What's his name? Who's that guy who married that whore?
Kylie. I think there's an industry, man, the sex
Cassie?
industry.
No, the NFL star. Travis what?
Hunter?
Yeah, Travis Hunter. Yeah.
There you go.
So again, you know how I always talk about nines or simps? Travis Hunter is born on the 18th. 1 of the 8 is 9. So again, it's simp. First vowel I. I is the 9th letter. So again, I'm telling you, 9s exist, so simps will always exist, man. Ladies, and remember I talked about how pigs are the ones who accept cheating and all this other shit? Pig. First vowel is what? I. They all carry the traits, man. And by the way, we'll get to the readings in about 5 minutes, 98 or above if you want one.
So Fresh, with those OnlyFans accounts that you say, he said he's killing it, making a lot of money on. What do you think would happen if there's a system that is created where you can have a female version, like a robot version that's physical of that same AI model that could be shipped to people's house for a price?
Yeah, actually, about a year and a half ago, we had a guy that does OnlyFans management on the show, and he spoke about using the metaverse for having your dream girl right, at your doorstep. So, for example, you'll create in your avatar your dream girl, and you can see that person in the metaverse. So, an extension of that is having an actual doll in your crib. I mean, that's even better for most guys, and they don't talk back to you, unless you want them to. They do what you want. They don't cheat on you. So, I mean, in essence, you're getting a girl, and there's no downside to it, honestly.
Yeah, and you get this.
Well, she's not a human being. There is a downside.
Well, okay, yeah. Other than that, but
it puts them in a position to do something no one can do. It's actually to have a chance to. It's fucked up. It is to sleep with that OnlyFans star. No one has an opportunity, to sleep with these top OnlyFans stars like the top simps and things that you see. But if it's an AI robot, and let's say this is exclusive, a premium price that you pay, everyone has the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think even if the price was like absurd, I think people would pay that bill, and it would. In the end, will replace.
I mean,
women.
guys watching, if you're gonna have the chance to live in this world still, hopefully you're still living, and this is coming, how are you gonna prepare for this? Because no, this is serious. Because listen, guys, we're okay, but are you okay? And we care because, I don't know about Gary. I care because I think if you have a chance to fight now, you should do it. I remember in the Bible talks about when Noah told people about the rain coming for the ark. People are like, oh, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be fine. Well, you can see now the rain is starting to fall. So rather than have it pour on you and you get drenched, start preparing now for what's happening. I got friends that got a lot of bread. They're building bunkers under their cribs. They're doing like fucking multiple properties outside of America. They're preparing for this because they see it coming. So you, the people watching here, thank God you're watching this. So you can see what's happening. But other people are cooked. They don't know what's happening. Just living their lives, dilly-dallying, whatever. And what if you lose your job? What do you do next? Like, this is things you got to think about now for your kids and yourself, man. Seriously.
Women have more options than men when they lose their job.
Yo, you know what's crazy? So now, for example, with girls, right? If they lose their job or lose their income for OnlyFans, they just find a guy to go take care of them. Yeah. And you can find them on anything.
They're going to run out of those guys because those guys ain't going to exist that much. Like, I'm telling you, it's going to be
a few only.
A few only. They're going to be fucking whoring around. It's going to be difficult, man. So before we start going to super chats, I want to make this clear because, I talk to people like Misfit Patriot and all these other guys. I don't put on donation links to pay for my mother's funeral. Okay? That is what happens when you are a communist or a simp. And don't tell me your mother asked you to do that, because listen, who the hell is listening to women? They tell you to do a whole bunch of things. You pay for your mom's funeral. Listen, if you have lived 40 years on this earth and you can't afford to take care of your mother's funeral, you're not only a bad capitalist, you're not only a bad fucking son, you're just a piece of fucking shit that needs to go put donation links to pay for funerals. And by the way, RIP your mother. This has nothing to do with her. This has everything to do with you being a man or lack of one. Damn. So having said that, next, there's a guy who bitches about people getting $100, streams. Yeah, why don't we go to him first before we start answering the people over here, because he had a lot to say about people getting $100. I don't get donations.
Yeah,
I get people who want numerology readings by the best person in the world. This is their only way. Because if you actually want to talk to me one-on-one, that costs like $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a cheap option to talk to me because I'm doing a podcast. But some people think this is a donation. No, this is what I do. So why don't we go to that clip of that gentleman who seems to start talking shit about everyone. He's with Aiden, he talks shit about Aiden. He's with Zerka, he talks shit about Zerka. But yet when someone does it to him, oh, he'll push a little bit too far, won't we? He'll try to fucking start bullying people. So anyways, let's go to see what this guy said about numerology and astrology before we get to the readings.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing too as well. I think the worst part is that, like, when you have someone around you and things are going well, you don't really see the red flags. Mm-hmm. So what happens is, more often than not, you might have to find it on Twitter or in a group chat. I think it should be that one of those. If you actually find these people in your life and you're doing well, you don't see the red flags. But the moment things start going downhill for them, or things don't turn out how they want to turn out, they tend to show their true colors quite fast. And if you're not careful, they'll burn you on the way down, which hence they're burning. But again, I wish them the best, because what's coming next for them is gonna be sweet.
Did we find the clip? Yeah, it's time to cook, bro. It's this Chef Boyardee sponsored portion of the podcast. We will get to cooking real quick.
But Dom, like, living your life, you're a bit older too as well. How do you navigate like people coming into your life and trying to destroy after they can't really like?
Here we go. When? Actually, go ahead, Dom. Then we'll play it afterwards.
I guess just through experience, man. You just know how to create your distances and create boundaries. You got to do the same thing with men as you do with women, because typically it's like a lot of men and opportunists. You just learn how to create your boundaries, and I let a lot of people speak for themselves. You know, it's after having a lot of experience, after you get out of your 20s, you get to be able to notice certain trends to protect yourself.
There you go.
Okay, let's go to Ye's side. Let's go to the person who says networking is gay. Let's go to Sneako.
Oh, I didn't see this. A numerology.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Give me a fortune. I'll tell you your fortune. Oh, you got the 11 charisma.
The fuck?
Yeah, you remember when you guys watched this when he was doing fortune telling? And just like people would TTS and be like, hey, my birthday's tomorrow. Can you tell me about my life? And you guys really took it seriously from a fucking streamer. What the fuck does he know about numbers?
Hold on, stop right there. What does Zerka know about numbers? He was around me for 5-6 months. Dom, you know something about numbers, don't you?
Yeah.
You know something about numbers at this point too, don't you?
I do.
When you're around me, you learn something about numbers. Now, was he an expert? Oh, no, of course not. But he knew something about numbers because he's actually hanging out with the numbers guy. Continue.
And then you would donate $100 to hear a streamer read your fortune.
Okay.
Are you that stupid?
Stop right there. Stop right there. Zerka never had anyone donate $100 to him. Zerka had them donate $5, okay? Because there's a difference between a street prostitute and a high-class whore. When it comes down to it, I'm the high-class one. This guy is the street prostitute. So he was charging $5. So you're obviously talking to me. You're obviously talking to me. You're not talking to Zerka here. And by the way, how many do we have in the chat right now? Let's go to that over there real quick. How many super chats? Because I actually want you to see what $100 super chat looks like, Sneako.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, this guy has... there we go. What's that, 4 already? And by the way, if you wanted a live reading, 98 or above, we'll get to everyone real quick as soon as we're done roasting this guy over here.
But also, Gary, you're providing a real service to people.
100%.
And real value. Like, there's no games here. It's real truth. And if it hurts, it hurts. But it's the truth. And you can't pay for that. Like, that's genuine people giving you real value.
This guy over here is mad because he can't get 100. I mean, this guy couldn't even get his large audience of his big stream to pay to rent a bike for €5, bro. Bruh. They don't give a fuck about you. That they won't even give you €5. Meanwhile, people are lining up like it's some goddamn whore on the side of a street, and they're trying to fucking go through her for a reading with me. We ain't the same, bro. Keep going.
You need to marry a rooster. She was born on the 28th, so fuck her on the moon night.
Wow.
Holy shit.
He has more in common.
Weird fucking tangent.
He has more in common with Jake's, what's his name?
Jake Future.
Yeah, Jake Future than I thought. God damn, bro.
Yo.
He does that pretty well, man. You should keep doing that content, man. Maybe you'll get more fucking people watching your bullshit.
Yeah, how you control your friends, man? That's crazy.
Fucking insane. Insane. But he does this to everyone. Zerka, Aiden, you, everyone.
See, you know when I mentioned that actual phrase, leaf in the wind? I'm not a hater, bro, but I can see for what it is. 1 minute you're here, then you're over here, then over here. That tells me you have no loyalty to anybody. Only chasing the thrill of going viral and content. And that means you're a bad person. Dead ass. And it is what it is. I'm calling you out for what it is. You're a bad person, bro.
He definitely isn't consistent, I'll tell you that much. Well, maybe he's consistently inconsistent. So maybe there's a paradox for
And
you.
say what you want about me, bro. I show up.
Oh, yeah, you're a loyal dude. You're a loyal dude, man.
And my boys that I work with, I got their back 100%.
Again, another loyal dude right here, bro.
So say what you want, man, but we show up every day, bro. So
keep going.
Went on. You're a horse. Albania on top. You're a pigeon. Cool.
This guy's out of
And
his
there was an
mind.
audience for people doing. Yeah, I'm a pigeon.
I don't know how to do that content.
Imagine falling off this hard.
And then like it stopped, and then everyone moved on.
No, they didn't. They're just with me.
You're mad. You fell for fucking fortune telling. What did he know? Like, bro, what did he know about numbers? He's a fucking streamer. What the fuck did he know about numbers?
He learned from me. He learned from me. He was with me. I was his manager for 6 months. I would go on fucking trips with him, and we talk about numerology. Just the same way I do with Dom, same way I do with Fresh. This is just what I talk about. So obviously, he knew a lot more than most people just by being around me. Again, I'm not defending Zerka, man. This guy fucking says he's not a Freemason, but wears Freemason hats. You know, it is what it is. But like these guys, they have a love-hate relationship, man. It's like they're fucking.
it's like your ex.
It's interesting, man.
You know what's sad about this too? If numerology was really booming, like it was really like, for example, the money was so obviously there. You know what happened to him? Instead of going to Islam, he go to numerology.
Yo,
Deadass.
he wears a jacket with the number 8 on it. He's born in 8, and 8's the number of money. And I checked him on that stuff when I saw him. Like, why are you wearing the number 8 jacket, Sneako? He knows it's the number 8 number of money, man. See, here's the thing. He will never admit it because he thinks it's bad. But at the end of the day, this stuff works, man. Listen, we'll get to this Islam in a second. Let's keep going over here.
Actually, someone in chat said, I remember he made a course about networking. No way.
Did he?
No what? Yo, bro, in the Rumble chat.
Dig that course up.
Yaka Yakal B, shout out to you, bro. Send me that course. Bro, you know what's funny about this guy, bro? Is like everything that he does is what he spoke about with networking. And like, you know what's wild too? I just don't want to call him out on everything because it's too
that'd be
personal.
a long podcast, bro.
But it's so funny to me that like the moment we're not cool like that, now you want to talk shit.
Yeah.
But you were asking me for advice on how to network myself. And I'd be like, okay, do this, do that. And he got a photo with Trump.
This dude was literally on a podcast with fucking Zerka talking shit about you.
Yeah, I know.
And fucking 2 days later, he's over here trying to roast Zerka, indirectly trying to jab me. We think we stupid, bro? We're not all tigers here. We know what the fuck's going on. Keep playing the clip.
Oh, man. It's sad, bro. Sad.
Because they use snake emojis?
You're so emotional.
The fuck did he know about numbers, bro?
Wow.
He taught him the ways. Taught him what? How to recite the most basic. 33 is the power number. Jesus was born was 33.
Wow.
And Hitler.
Wow, this guy's
You
lost
think
it.
they were doing rituals in an eyes wide shut thing with cloaks and masks? No, like he watched a fucking stream from a guy that just does basic Kabbalah magic.
Basic Kabbalah
And he thought he was an
magic.
expert?
Stop right there. Basic Kabbalah magic. Let's get this real, bro. This isn't Jewish magic anymore. This is then Santa's fucking sliding down the goddamn chimney. Stop fucking pretending, man. This is a virtual reality. You've said this yourself. And numerology and astrology pinpoints are the cheat codes within this virtual reality. You know what? Let's keep it real, man. This guy is a Muslim and he pushes Muslim content, correct?
Correct.
Muhammad, you're a peace be upon him prophet, born 570. 570 is the year of the tiger. You are a tiger. Obviously, your natural inclination is to go with Islam. There's one piece of evidence I gave you more than any of your fucking vaccinated imams could ever give you. Number two, Andrew Tate is one of the reasons Islam is so popular right now. He started pushing that content in 2022, the year of the tiger. So Andrew Tate, a 1986 tiger, started pushing Islam in a tiger year, and since it's been fucking exploding. These are facts.
Yeah.
And you jumped on that bandwagon. And you know what's real funny? We can get off the astrology. I can cook you off. You know what's real funny? You started coming and becoming a millionaire in 2022, the year of the tiger. Why?
Halfway.
Because this guy took you to see Andrew Tate. Oh, what about networking is gay?
Yo.
Bruh.
You know what? Let me just add to this real quick and cut this nigga real quick. Well done. So I remember, thank you, Yaka Albi in the chat. He mentioned Sneako did a course on networking. You know who he called?
No.
To speak to his audience?
No.
I just remembered. Me. He called me and said, bro, please.
Ooh.
I want you to talk to my guys about networking.
Feels
If
bad.
networking is so gay, Sneako, why would you call me of all people to talk to your people about networking? Oh, I know why. Because I'm good at it. Or because you know it works. And mind you, you know why you're saying networking is gay now? I got him right now. It's because now he's fucked. He went to Kanye West. Connections are
damn.
finished. So now
now,
you can say
yeah.
with all authority, networking is gay because you cooked yourself. That's honest to God truth. And everyone can see it, bro. No one wants to work with you because you're fucking stupid, bro. You go from people to people. You don't add any real value. You just take, and then the moment it's finished, you say, oh, red pill is gay. Oh, art is gay. Bro, you're a fucking clown, bro. You're from person to person, gesturing, and then when it fails, you move on. But guess what? Now, going to Kanye West, mind you, he already backtracked. He said, yo, I'm done with this Jewish hate.
You've noticed he hasn't been with Sneako since?
So now,
That shit's fucked up.
what's the next step?
Damn.
What's the next step? Where are you gonna go? I digress. I digress, bro. It's funny because like I would have given the benefit of the doubt, but bro, you know, and I know too well.
Yeah.
You're cooked. Where are you gonna go?
He went halfway across the world and he claims to be a Muslim, and a gay man snapped his fingers and said, "Come," and the Muslim came. You came across the world for a gay man, and you start talking about tots, and you start talking about fucking people who are networking whores. What the fuck, bro? Sneako. I don't even know what to tell you, bro. I like, and then you want to start talking shit. He's so mad at the whole world right now that he's fucking going off on everything, taking shots at you, me, Zerka, everyone in the circle. Bro, no one forced you to go see a homosexual. You cooked your career
by yourself. Also, you unvax, send the clip to Bills on Instagram. It's a clip of actually the course. It's funny. It's so funny to me because people are seeing the real Sneako finally. I was quiet for a while. Yeah. Obviously, it doesn't tweets or whatever, just trolling. But like, I know Sneako very well. You know him very well too as well. And it's funny because this whole thing he's doing right now is a clown dance. Because bro, at some point, you gotta stop dancing, and the smoke is gonna clear, and everyone's gonna see who you really are. Listen, I can roast you all day, nigga. I got the evidence. I got the facts. But I don't have to. You do it to yourself, bro, because you're a dumb tiger. It is what it is, bro. So.
All right, let's get to the super chats. Yo, Sneako, look at that right there. You can't get people to pay for €5 for a bike. Bruh. It is what it is. All right, let's get started. Fresh, read them off.
We got Maddie P, 32 years old, male, 072692.
072692. So the first thing we're going to talk about is you being born on 26. 2 and 6 is 8. So again, it's going to cover the karma. See, as a 4, as a 6, as a 33, I can do bad things and won't come back to me right away like a boomerang. It might come back to me next lifetime. You, like a freaking boomerang right back at you. As an 8, no matter where that placement is, you have to live a righteous life. You literally have no choice. There's no choice in the matter. You must live a righteous life. There's no other way around it. As someone who's born in the monkey year, I hope you live in America, because that's the place monkeys thrive. Ask Fresh over here, man.
Yep.
He started making money straight off the freaking boat.
Yep.
He's born in the monkey year.
And I had no job.
It is what it is, man. And in the position that you're in right now, I understand why you get so much hate. These motherfuckers are like, yo, how is he doing this? And then they start hating you. Wow, that's number 6. That's amazing, bro. When it comes down to it, it really is, man. It's crazy. But going back to you, you're a 9 life path. Your biggest weakness in life is your ability to adapt. Your greatest weakness in life is your ability to adapt. Your greatest strength in life is adaptability. So here's what I mean. If you're around drug dealers, that's what you're going to be. You're going to be in the drugs. Go to a rehab clinic. You'll see nothing but 9s in there. That's the biggest issues with people who have that 9 energy. They have addictive personalities, but it's also their greatest strength. Because say they're in a good environment, they pick up on everyone else's vibes and they start going with them. They're the one person, like a chameleon. You can take them from one place to another. They'll adapt very, very quickly. And that's why immigrants has an I. I is the 9th letter. Who has to adapt to different environments? Immigrants. So that's what 9s need to do. Your second biggest problem, women. 9s do tend to be a little bit simpish when it comes down to women, as we talked about Travis over here, born on the 18th.
Yep.
So again, if you can handle the addiction issues, if you can handle damn, she's a beautiful woman. I'll do anything I need, including simp together. If you can avoid those 2 issues, you have nothing to worry about. As a matter of fact, I got nothing but good things. You're going to travel quite a bit in life, man. Enjoy yourself. You have one of those lives where many people would trade places with you. Being a pilot, something like that would be very good for you. Your lucky number is 72.
There you go. We got up next. Django Trade 3 says, Gary, thank you for all the great work that you do. My birthday is 7/1/92. You gave me a good advice for my current 7 PY. With career and money, though, sometimes it feels like the highs are euphoric and the lows are a hit extra. What advice could you give me? 11 is not a path for the weak.
No, it definitely isn't. That's why you have to be reincarnated quite a few times in life to actually earn the right to be an 11, man. 11s are tough, man, because you got to deal with such emotion where it really, really triggers people to the point where some of them are detriment to society. I've said it many times. Sandy Hook was committed by an 11. Whether you believe in that stuff or not, the Patsy was an 11. Columbine, the most famous school shooting, Dylan, he was born on the 11th, or at least one of the two was. So when it comes down to it, if 11s don't control that emotional energy, it's tough. Not just tough on them, tough for society. A lot of these 11s, there's a Kansas City Chiefs football player who accidentally killed his girlfriend and, went to the locker room and just shot himself or did something to commit suicide. I didn't need to know his number to know he was 11.
Damn.
That's how 11s are. But if 11s control that, emotional energy, they become so charismatic to the point where you have a homosexual like Barack Obama who basically hypnotized the whole fucking world. I remember 2008. That motherfucker was the Messiah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, he was the Messiah.
Yeah.
You couldn't say anything wrong about Obama. I was probably the only one talking shit about him at the time. On the radio in WTAM 1100, back in my early days, if you guys still remember me from back then. But Obama had that mouthpiece. You know who has the one person who has a better mouthpiece than Obama? It's another man, his wife, I guess, Michelle. Michelle's good.
Really?
If you actually heard her speeches at DNC, I know you have, she is really, really good. On a Republican side, Ronald Reagan. So 11s have that charisma. So if you want to know what to do in life, motivational speaking, that's what Tony Robbins does. People who are 11s are good at inspiring others. Even their own life is fucked up. They're really good at, putting on that mask and inspiring other people. When it comes down to you, you're going to have to work hard in life, bro. I'm not going to bullshit it, but you're good at building other people up. As a matter of fact, you might be better at building other people up than building yourself up. You're also born on the 1st. You're a born leader. Anyone born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, 28th, they're born leaders. There are women. Again, it's almost insanity to believe this. But there are women who are born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, 28th, who are leaders. And again, I'm sexist as it comes. You guys shouldn't even vote. But I will admit, because one is male energy. So when a woman has male energy, guess what? She's going to have that killer instinct that, quite frankly, a lot of men don't have. You know what the biggest tragedy right now is?
Yeah.
You're born in the 1900s. You're born in the 1900s. I'm born in the 1900s. Everyone born in the 1900s was guaranteed at least one in their birthday. Now these kids are growing up and they have no ones. They have twos. 2 is the number of femininity. That's why these kids are soft. That's why the New World Order waited until the 2000s to make that big push, because it wouldn't have been accepted when everyone had that one energy for that fucking leadership and alpha fucking male energy. That's what it is.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
That's sad, bro. But God, D.
It is what it is. Go hard in your 8. Your 8 pins coming up, bro. Your cycle's coming up. Go hard, bro. It is what it is.
All right, Django.
And again, use your charisma. That's how you get ahead.
We got Vic says, sup, guys? Finally caught you live. Born and bred New Yorker. Let's go, Knicks. Can I get a reading?
Stop.
Hey, man.
Hold on.
He's from New York.
Hold on.
New York.
Let him have it, man.
Hold on. Knicks fan?
He's in New York.
Yo, your team's down by 6 with 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left. You're cooked. The Pacers are cooking you.
Gotcha, bitch.
Let me tell you something. When the Pacers beat the Cavs, that's when I knew they'd get past the Knicks.
Wow.
By the way, it doesn't help having Hart and Towns both born in pig years. This your enemy year. I mean, what do you expect, bro? It is what it is. Moving on.
Can I get a reading, please, on how to maximize the line most with my energy? The birthday's 7/27/1990.
Well, you honestly, next year is your golden year. You're a horse, and when it comes down to it, horses blossom in horse years. So I would probably do whatever I can right now to prepare for next year. And again, this is another person who is an 8 life path, and 8s are about that bag. So here's the thing: whatever business idea you have, make sure you open the company next year sometime in the 28th. Whenever the horse year hits, you want to, and your good months are to March. So you would want to open the company of March of next year, and that would be a very beneficial time for you. Your lucky number is 79, but that's not really a lucky number. So I'd go with 27 at the roll-up wheel and stuff like that. You're an extremely principled man. You're extremely hardworking man. You got a lot of level of charisma, but quite frankly, you want to be left the hell alone. And you have a difficult personality to work with because you're stubborn as hell. Because I'm just going to keep it real. I ain't going to lie to people. But I will say this. If you go hard in life, you will be an extremely wealthy man. But you have to go hard in life. And I know you will because you're a horse and horses work fucking hard.
Oh, I know 2 horses that work really hard.
Yeah.
All right. Next one here is going to be Bernadette.
Sneako, look what they're lining up, bro, for 100. You can't get people to fucking give you a $5 fucking Euro pass, bro. You see how this works? Yeah, you might have fucking more followers. You've been at this for a decade, bro. I've been at this for a few years. But guess what? They can't get enough for me, and no one gives a fuck about even helping you iota. Keep screaming at your chat. I call my chat brokies. Guess what? I ain't talking to all of them, but I'm definitely talking to your whole chat. Oh shit! Go ahead.
Bernadette Wild. Her birthday, actually, she had to put under the commentary because she didn't put it in the chat, but here we go. So her birthday is actually going to be 15th of March, 1970.
15th of March, 1970.
That's correct.
Oh, what do you know? Another 8 life path. You notice how the 8s keep donating? Because look at that, Sneako. The 8s keep donating because they got money. How do you think a dumb tiger like you has money? You're an 8. You're born on the 8th. That's literally the only reason you have a bag, bro, because you have that 8 energy. But you know what the thing about 8s, and I'm going to tell you this to you too, girl. It's like a roller coaster with them, like this, because they're really, really aggressive with their money. Like say a normal person makes $1 million. They might put half of it in real estate, but you know, some people would just put all of it in Bitcoin. And they're just going to fucking gamble like that. You never want to risk everything. And people who are 8s are extremely risky with their finances. So I would say probably back off when it comes down to that. Now, you're born 1970, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
1970 is the year of the dog, so you're out of it. You're enemy year. You can tell them about that, Dom.
Yeah, it's tough.
But, you know, ever since this year hit, it should have been a lot better. That weight is just off your shoulders, right, Dom?
Yeah, man.
Did you actually feel that energetically?
Yeah, I actually made day on Chinese New Year. I mean, money on. I made which was it was okay, but I made like 13,000 on Chinese New Year. So that was nice. Yeah,
the first day, the first hours, your enemy year ended. All of a sudden, boom, like
literally,
a tidal wave.
Can't make it up.
So the same thing's probably happening with you. And again, next year is even better things for anyone born in the dog year. Now you're born on the 15th, home and family oriented. So you're 8 and a 15. So that unique combination, I always tell to go into real estate. Because you're about that bag, but you have to make the money through home or family. So when it comes down to it, that's what I would recommend for you. I would say open up a whole bunch of companies next year after your birthday, so you hit in that 1 year cycle and not a 9 year cycle. And right now, for you, it's a time of letting go. Start cutting people off. Whatever doesn't serve you, time to go. And I hate telling that to a woman because she might leave her man or something like that. But you know, it is what it is, man. I can't lie to people. I just tell them the truth. Who's next?
Pajero. Gary, it's June 18th, 1985.
June 18th, 1985, 11 life path. Born 1985, year of the ox. And oxes are the masters at body language. The complete masters at it. Oxes judge everything by body language. If you go in the room, you're always going to see an ox observing you straight like this. He's looking at your mannerism because Scorpios look at people's eyes to tell if they're lying. But oxes, they use the body language just like the Taurus. Like if you look at Western astrology and Eastern astrology, the Taurus and the ox are very, very similar. They all might as well be the same freaking sign because when they're in the positions of power, they're straight up dictators, rule with the iron fist, bro. Saddam Hussein was the perfect example of this. He was a Taurus, ox, born on the 28th. And he made himself rich. He made himself real rich. But going back to you, my friend, when it comes down to it, I would say anyone who's born in the ox year needs to maximize this year as much as possible. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Now, you're about to be in a 6-year cycle. All that traveling, all that fun you had in the 5-year about to end. 6th year is about more responsibility. So maybe you're having a baby. I don't know. Maybe you're about to have a lot more responsibility. It's going to be one or the other. No doubt about it. Because in 6 years, people have more responsibility in their lives. That's how it works. Now, as a person, you're born on the 18th. 18th, very smart people. The problem with them is, again, that adaptability. Don't be around drugs and that simping, bro. I'm just going to keep it real with these 9s. Watch out with these women because that is the biggest downfall for people who are 9s, who are at least men, because the simping's out of control. And again, I'm not making this up. Who's that guy who got married again? I keep forgetting his name. Travis what?
Hunter.
Hunter. Okay, he's a simp, born on the 18th. So don't be like Travis Hunter.
Haram!
Don't have some bitch cheat on you and then you fucking tied a knot with her after she publicly embarrassed you. You got me fucked up, bro.
That's crazy.
Who's next?
Guys, by the way, if you want to also get donations for what to do with AI, what's coming next, send that in as well. We got next Sean L. What's up, y'all? 27-year-old man, 09, 29, 1997. Born in Indiana. Let's go Pacers. Keep doing y'all thing. Sean L.
Let's go Pacers. Hold on. Let me check the score.
Let's go Pacers.
Yo, you Knicks are cooked. 123, 114 with one of that. Yo, that's it. I love it. I love the fact that people in New York are pissed off. Fuck you. Fuck you, Knicks fans. You're the most degenerate fans in the league. And to know you're in the same fucking league as the 76ers fans in Philly, that says a lot. You guys are degenerates, and you will never get this far in the playoffs, at least for the next decade again. Losers. Anyways, I'm totally on the Pacers bandwagon, man. Yeah. Born on the 29th, man. And you're a 1 life path. So 1s are born leaders. So the best advice I can give you as someone who's a 1, be aggressive in life. Now, that doesn't mean fucking be a bully, but it does a little bit. It means you have to assert your authority, and most people are passive. You cannot be passive in life and make it because you have a whole bunch of different qualities. When it comes down to it, you're going to be a rich man.
Let's go.
Don't worry about that. Your charisma is going to get better with age, bro. The older you are, the better your charisma is going to be. But looking at your birthday, it looks like you had issues with at least one of your parents. I'm sorry to hear that. And it looks like you had to grow up very quickly. I do not envy your life. I see you went through a lot. All I can tell you is, man, the reward will be there if you work hard at the end, not the end of your life, but in your golden years. I see it right now. Like, I read birthdays. I look at these birthdays and I break it down this way, this way, this way. There's so many different ways to go with these numbers. You have no idea. You think this is Sneako. That's Sneako numerology. Okay? We don't do that. We actually do things and we can prove they work. My friend, work hard. You'll get everything you need in life. Just keep your emotions in check, my friend.
All right, let's give Gary a little break here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
We got a supporter from our side of the YouTube channels here supporting the show. Had a question. Thought the market for $100, bro. Appreciate that a lot. See, I may have a small amount of viewers, but they support the show as well sometimes. So, shout out to people watching, man.
We can get people to give us more than $5. Sneako can't even get that.
Well, we're adding some value that they want to see. So that's the good part of it. You just talk a lot of shit, bro. That's what you do, bro. It is what it is. All right. And then, but no, I got a video that I want to bring up too. That's a bonus for you guys, man. Because I remember we had an argument online, and he brought up that I'm running from a fight from him. But last time I checked, after my research and my whole facts, because he's a hoe, I found out he ran from a fight with someone called Brandon Buckingham. Now, let me tell you what he did. He lied about what the guy did to get out of this fight. But we got a video exposing his lies because all he does is run around, talk shit, and lie. But don't worry, we got you coming real soon to cook your ass. Well done. All right.
Shit.
You got it, Bills? Yeah, that's it. And then super chat right after. So just to summarize real quick, Sneako alleged that this guy, Brandon Buckingham, basically said he's going to grape his girl. Never said that. And this whole thing made a narrative to push away the fight. But we know he was scared to fight him. Let's play the clip.
Rape accusations are not pawns you get to use to make people look bad because they've spoken ill of you online. Are you not smart enough to understand that?
Hogan is gonna run the train on her like she asked us to last time I was in town. Yo, you know who's an L-mans? Brandon Buckingham. He literally threatened to R-word my girlfriend. Bro, literally said, I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend. Literally said that. And he said, I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend, bro.
This dude said he is going to R-word my girlfriend.
Bro, nothing warrants saying I'm gonna R-word your girlfriend. That's some school shooter vibes, bro. That's some white boy school shooter shit. Saying you're gonna R-word my girlfriend?
You said that?
Yes.
White
word
boy,
for
huh?
word. I'm going to R-word your girlfriend. On his fucking public Instagram story. Hogan is gonna run the train on her like she asked us to last time I was in town.
Word for word, I'm going to R-word your girlfriend on his fucking public Instagram story. Like she asked us to last time I was in town. Word for word.
Everything else is dishonest now, so I'm just trying to be overly honest, man.
Okay, talking shit by threatening our word.
They're not trying to run a train on my girl. They're saying that because they felt disrespected and they tried to say the most disrespectful thing to me. What? Like, he knows I'm not a cuck.
He knows
Let's not play the rest of this because I don't want to lose my paid.
Wait, no. Hold on.
This
Hold
might
on.
go a little too far.
Hold on. This is him saying that Brandon Buckingham wanted to do this with his girlfriend. Remember, this is all him saying this for an hour in. Now let's hear the receipts. You could pause for a little bit, Bills.
Yeah,
because
we heard enough of this.
Yeah, pause for a little bit to a little bit more back a little bit. Back some more. Yeah, about there. There we go. We got audio?
I can't hear anything.
What?
He knows I'm not a cuck.
It's my problem. Like that, at that point, I realized like that's why I think everyone should do it. That's toxic masculinity. Like I should be able to get past that. And my girl's right here, and she's like, and I'm like, oh, yo, I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do. What? Just to test.
Pause.
You know what?
Pause.
You know what? I think
Pause.
you should.
Pause. So can I just make this very clear? This nigga just said on public internet, you know what? It's something that people should do more often. Let the girl get fucked by another man. Bruh.
It's nuts.
How do you recover from that, bro? And then you want to be red pill?
Ain't got what you ate.
Continue.
I may smack a nigga. I said the same shit before. I was literally having PTSD watching that. I was like having war flash. I had PTSD about this. Like I had bad dreams about this for like a week.
I've never even said I was an alpha male. I want to spread truth.
The truth seeker wants the truth. Give him the fucking truth. Is it cold in here? I feel like the cold ass riders are about to be fucking swarming the block.
Anyhow, I won't go further into it, but like there's more, but we'll leave it there. Anyhow, the point is that he be lying a lot of times, capping, and at the same time, the shit you done, bro, is way worse than what most people do on the internet. So whatever. All right.
Okay, we're done with this guy today, man.
Yeah, we are.
All right, let's go down.
All right, we got here Ken.
Okay.
April 11th, 1986. Male gematria 211. Tips on success strategies. Companionship insight is helpful as well. And then female is 63001. Gematria 212.
So you're asking if you guys are compatible?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Look at the tiger having the young female. Good for you, bro. Yeah, actually, that's not bad, bro. That's not bad. You guys are both 3 life paths. 3s can definitely keep each other fun, laughing, man. 3 is one of those numbers, and listen up, guys, so you guys can, take notes. If you're trying to impress the 3 life path, like this woman over here, you literally have to be funny. Sometimes you see this like dude who like a lot of people are saying, how the fuck did he get this girl? Maybe he's a nerd, but he's a very funny one. And people with that 3 energy, they need to have that childlike energy. They need to have that creativity to laugh and stuff like that. So even though there's a big age difference and Tiger and Snake aren't the best from a numerology perspective, 3-3, yeah, that's pretty good. And we can tell this guy's got a bag. You know he's got money, man, because this woman over here, she does have a little gold digger body, just a bit, you know, but she will be a good mother. So not yet, but as she gets older, when she's in her 30s, she will be a good mother. So right now, she's just, you know, following the trend. She's a follower, but as she gets older, she's going to be more difficult to get along with. She has that one on the back end of her birthday, and those 2001 snakes do show their fangs a little bit, you know, after they're, you know, the man's complacent. You know, after they're comfortable with them, that's when they start talking back a little bit. Not in the beginning, but that's going to happen gradually if you're with her in life. You're a very charismatic individual. You do not look your age. Bro, this guy's like, you know, he's almost 40. He might look like he's in his late 20s.
Really?
Yeah, that's how Tigers and fucking 3s are, especially someone born on 11. So I know how Tigers are. Tigers are the ones who want to be in shape all the time, all cut up. The one born on 11, definitely. This guy 100% has a bag, and he's going to be an extremely rich individual. Extremely. And you know me, I don't think $1 million is that much money.
Yeah.
$1 million doesn't even get you this place. How can that be a lot of money, bro?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? We don't live in no dump in fucking West Virginia. We don't live in no shithole in Bangladesh. And right here, it is what it is, bro. So, you know, $1 million isn't a lot. I wouldn't be surprised this guy has 100 million. But yeah, at some point. Okay. May take a while.
Good stuff. We'll hop into the news, or you want to more chats?
No, go to the news.
All right, Dom.
MGK is under fire after resurfaced 2013 interview where he talks about how he will be with underage girls and doing golden showers. It is also being noted that MGK was signed to Bad Boy in 2011.
Is this real?
Yes.
No way, bro.
But it does just show like how much times have changed, man. What's acceptable and what's not acceptable.
See, this is the problem. We don't know if this is real. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just AI and a hit piece. I'm gonna be serious. I'm being dead serious because any AI could come out to make any one of us look bad at this point. This is a serious issue, and this is something streamers cannot take care of. All we can do is talk to the people who actually have the real power, which is the political whores in office. You guys have to do something about this. The Republicans and Democrats have to come through, because think about this. What if you have Vladimir Putin, an AI video of Vladimir Putin saying he's gonna not launch nuclear weapons within 1 fucking hour? That's going to have fucking chaos around the fucking world. These fucking companies, these social media platforms, these news channels, they need to start passing fucking rules, and they need to be enforced by jail time or prison. That if you have some AI footage, it has to be marked.
Yeah.
It has to be marked. This is dangerous territory. I don't want to wake up one day and look at AI and be like, oh my God, the Chinese have fucking invaded Taiwan and the fucking stock market goes to hell and a whole bunch of fucking people start losing money. We cannot risk this. We can prevent this now. I'm asking for legislation to be put in place with the Trump administration that limits the power of people who are using AI. And what that means is keep it honest, keep it fair. Pass laws. If it's AI footage, it has to be marked AI. If not, you're breaking the law and you can possibly go to prison.
Here's the bad part about these kind of videos. I mean, this one actually might be real.
Might be.
I'm just saying,
I don't know.
Just out to your point, the issue is that like with AI videos, it could destroy someone's reputation completely. We have articles nowadays, people post about, okay, this happened, and people's reputation is ruined.
Yeah.
But with AI videos, if it looks real enough, the population may say, oh, this is true. And that means that person's career is over with. So it is very dangerous to have this as a precedent, because you never know who's next. And what if you don't obey the establishment? You're next.
They're already cracking down a little bit with regulation, though. They just passed out in Washington that revenge porn made through AI, it gets people arrested. So you can't make any type of AI that depicts someone being naked or something without their consent.
At least it's starting. At least it's starting.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're starting to see some shifts.
All right, let's play it real quick to see if he's actually like AI or not. Maybe we can tell.
What a world.
That was Kendall Jenner. Damn it, I've said that so many times. I hope that I'm snagging that. Don't let me move to LA. Oof. I'm finding her.
You counting down the days until she's 18?
I'm not waiting until she's 18. I'll go now. I'm 23, dog. Like, I'm not like a creepy age. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 23, bro. She's 17 and she's like a.
Yo, bruh.
Yeah.
What? Nigga, this is not AI, nigga. This is real.
Yeah, and it's 2011
What
though,
the
but it's people were a little bit different in 2011. I will say though, at least you know what's acceptable. and what
Bruh.
wasn't. But that still was wild in 2011.
They might get it for statutory.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's statutory.
Oof.
How you going, bruh?
How you gonna tell on yourself?
How, Sway?
The fucking dumb Mike Cracker.
He said that shit for real, dog?
Yeah, he did.
This is for real.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah.
I wonder how high he is right now.
Oh my God. Bro, that's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's cooked, man. Yo, that shit's not fucking AI though. That shit's real.
Yeah.
Play some more. Play some more.
A celebrity. Like, there is no limits right there. Robert Plant, who was one of the greatest lead singers ever. For all y'all don't know, he sung for Led Zeppelin, dated a girl that was 14. Axl Rose, who was one of the biggest badasses ever.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah.
He wants to justify
Yeah,
him saying that.
He was name dropping
Bro.
other niggas, bro.
Fuck
Yeah, he did.
that, bro. That shit is not cool,
He
dog.
name drop other niggas to justify why he was. Yeah.
Why is it always the white dude fucking trying to justify
Man,
fucking pedophilia,
bro.
man? Every
Bro.
single time, man. It's a fucking cracker trying to fucking justify this shit.
I just think these celebrities, man, they be bored. Ain't got shit going on. They just be yapping. But, bro, we don't want to hear this shit, nigga. This is weird, bro. I mean, what is Machine Geek?
We'll get to the super chats in about 5-10 minutes. And if you want one, 98 or above.
Yep, we got you guys. Dom,
Yep.
take it away.
President Macron's wife slapped him right before getting off the plane in Hanoi.
How dare you?
Let's see it real quick.
Yeah, I gotta click this one again.
Whoa.
So it's
Ooh.
president of France.
Look at it. Oh, nothing happened. No, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so let's keep it real. First, he was caught with a bag with some substance in there. I think, listen, bro, let's be real here. That was probably coke, nigga. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly, it's probably coke. And now he's getting slapped by his wife on camera. How many else can he take?
Candace Owens said that's a man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen
Candace
what?
Owens says that
What?
his wife is a man, and this would like grant credence in that because that's a real aggressive female hitting you in your face,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Like what's going on here, man?
Have you seen the pictures of the wife? That motherfucker is hideous, bro.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, bring her picture real quick.
No, I don't want to do that to the
President-
audience.
No?
I don't want to do that
Okay,
to the
never mind,
audience,
never
man.
mind. No.
Just imagine the ugliest woman you ever seen, and just fucking think of her 2 times more ugly.
And she swole too. She
Okay,
got muscle.
so let's put this into, perspective because if he is marrying to a guy and he's gay,
The modern day Obama.
that makes sense. No? I'm just saying, bro, like,
He's the white Obama.
They say domestic abuse is higher in gay couples too. So shit.
exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, that was a good one. I ain't beat that joke.
So now you got the substance, slap. What's next, bro?
I mean, he's already Putin's bitch.
It's sad, man. He cooked.
You know, if I was the president of France, I'd probably fucking, start doing fucking stupid shit. Maybe not this far, but maybe I would do that nose candy. Because I'll tell you why, man. I'll tell you why. That Pakistan and India recently had a skirmish.
Yeah.
We talked about this before.
Yeah.
And the Pakistanis, they launched their Chinese J-40s. And the Indians, they're not allowed to use their American F-16s against the Chinese and the Pakistanis. So they basically, I think not just the Pakistanis, they can't use it against the Pakistanis. So the Pakistanis use their French equipment, their French modern air equipment. The Chinese planes destroyed the French. They made them look like fucking relics, which is exactly what the fuck they are. So if I'm President Macron and I'm losing my fucking colonies in Africa, because that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
He's losing his colonies in Africa. If people don't know this, the French are still into colonization. The French still own 13 countries in Africa. The French still dominate 13 countries in Africa, and France relies on nuclear power, and they get most of their uranium from Africa. See, there's so much going on. The French, whatever the fuck you call it, you can't even call it an empire. The French shithole is just getting fucking like India-wise. They're fucking just losing everything. Fuck you, France.
I was there for a week, man. People working there are slaves, literally. And the sad part is there's no way out. So it's definitely not a place you want to live and work. For fun, yeah, but to live there, holy. All right.
Grammy Award-winning singer Lizzo uploaded this video to show off her weight loss by putting her assets on full display. The weird thing about this, man, and I have a problem with this. I don't have a problem with her losing weight. I have a problem with what big bitches become when they get skinny. Why do they never become respectable hoes, bro? Why do big bitches always turn to thoughts when they get skinny? Like they literally always are twerking, showing their ass halfway naked. I mean, never have no clothes on, bro. I've never seen a respectable woman that lose an ass of weight from when they were fat. They always become a thought. Every single time. They sexualize themselves.
I think it's almost like every black girl that graduates is fucking doing some fucking crazy dance at this point.
Yeah.
It's all over TikTok. How the fuck are you fucking getting a diploma from college or some fucking institution and you start fucking twerking? What the fuck, man?
Bro, you know the sad part? When a woman is a bit bigger, she's a lot of pent-up anger and hate in her fat. The moment the fat goes away, all that pain and pent-up anger comes out with twerking and being a hoe. Because now, the niggas that didn't want her are all on her. So she gonna flex. I understand this issue that they have.
Don't black guys like big bitches?
They do.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe she's targeting the white guys if she fucking loses weight.
I was about to say, she has a new demographic of guys she can go after now. But again, this is a cycle that women go through. And if you notice, right, let's say you wife up a 4 that's fat. She gets in shape, looks good, becomes like a 6 or a 7. Guarantee, bro, she's going to leave at some point. That newfound confidence, bro, if she ain't loyal at all, next guy, gone. Because now she's free. She could pull. She feels confident, and that pent-up anger is out there.
Tiger women almost never fucking loyal.
Yeah. Which one is worse? Talking to a girl that's been a 10 her whole life, arrogant, know what she is, know what she can get out of life, or a woman that's just finding her way and becoming 10? Which one is more dangerous to marry, you say?
That's a hard one.
You marry a 9, not a 10, bro.
I'll give you this, bro. If you can have a 6 or 7 that's somewhat humble and as willing to work with you, that's better than wifing up a 9 or 10. Now, granted though, if you give her too much confidence, she might just say, fuck it. Thank you, brother. I'm gone. But again, this is all about having an understanding. And listen, nowadays it's hard because you can't really tell sometimes. Let me play a part, play a game. And if you're not experienced, things happen. But to end it off for your question, I will go with the one that's not as high on the totem pole. Because her trauma with a 9 or 10 comes in like waves and flashes. And the problem with dating women, bro, is you're working on the physical. No, my friend, it's the mental. The mental is what's fucked up. So you can't really change that because it's already fucked up. You may be able to cloud it or like shadow it with gifts and like, you know, some nice things, but you can never truly fix the mental. So unless that's not fucked up, you're cooked.
You can fix the mental. I'll tell you exactly how to fix the mental. It's very simple. Make sure she is not a American woman.
Hold on.
There you go.
Hold on. I got you now. That would have worked a couple years ago. You know the problem now? Our society is too fucked up where if they come here, it's over.
My baby came here about 22 years ago.
Bro,
she's still
your generation is not the same.
Maybe not.
This
maybe
new generation is so... Dude, you don't understand. I got girls from out of town that come here. They go on TikTok. They're fucked. They don't even go outside. So the mentality here is warped, bro. And the problem is, let's say she's not involved with any of these things. She meets a girl. Oh, you're cooking and cleaning for him? Don't do that. You're a bad bitch.
100%.
And before you know it, she's the same. So listen, the environment contaminates all people.
That's why you make sure they don't have any girlfriends. It's very simple, man.
Yeah.
There's simple solutions to this, man. Find a woman with a low body count, or in my case, a virgin. And once you find yourself a virgin, bro, everything lines into place, man. They're usually Muslims. Now, I'm just keeping it real. Listen, I talk a lot of shit about Islam, but there are women we need to start fucking taking. Like you guys take the snow bunnies, we need to start taking those Muslim women.
So wouldn't it be harder the older someone get? In this day and age in America, it would be harder to find a virgin.
I mean, listen, like in America, yeah, but I didn't even find one in America. I found one that came to America from the outside. I'd encourage people, like, listen, there's plenty of African countries where women still respect their virtue. If you want like a quote unquote black queen, if you want a white woman, go to like fucking a place like Russia, go to a place like Poland. They're at least respectable there because they got very, very strong religion. And again, like I said many times, I'm for women to be in a religion. It's just I don't think men need it.
Yeah. The problem is you got like legit 3s and 4s acting like they're 9s and 10s. That's the issue because, bro,
that's America.
That is America for you in a nutshell. So this whole thing's flipped on its head, and now women are becoming men are becoming women. So now what do you have? Fucked up culture where nobody wants to admit their faults and change, and it's going to get worse.
All right, let's go back to the super chats. By the way, I want to do something real quick.
Cool.
Go ahead. Go back to the super chats. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. No, let's go to that other so we can see all of them. What it's
enlarge.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. Hold on. We're gonna do something real special here. You see, Fresh knows how I think.
Yeah,
I didn't even tell him.
I already know.
I didn't even tell him.
I already know, brother. Nigga want to flex.
No. I just want to be a true terrorist, bro. I want to be a true terrorist. We ready? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. Right there. Just keep going up and down. Yo, Sneako, I know you were upset because your chat wouldn't actually give you €5 for a bike to rent, but I just wanted to show you what my chat did, man. And again, I don't get your numbers unless you talk TikTok, then I get about 50 million a month. But look what's going on here, bro. I'm having people give me 100 for so-called Jewish Kabbalah because we knew you weren't talking about Zerka. Zerka was doing them for $5. Yo, bro, yeah, keep going down and down. Maybe it'll get Sneako even more mad. Yeah, that's numerology for you, baby.
There you go.
Bye-bye, Tiger. Have fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah, by the way, has Sneako dumped this guy yet? I'm sorry, did Ye dump this guy yet?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen him and Ye in the conversation for a long time.
Listen, he better stay as long as possible because that's his own avenue.
Cooked. All right, let's go to the readings.
We got up next... Eric. Let's see. So his birthday is 12/15/1982. His girlfriend is 12/23/97.
Hold on. 12/15/1982. Yep. Okay. 82, you said?
Yeah, 82, yeah.
Okay, we have an 11 life path dog. And what's the girlfriend?
12/23/97.
12/23/97. So you found yourself an ox.
He wants to know, will it work? Will it work? Been together for 6 years, but doesn't feel like true love. Just comfort, but it's hard to let go. I'm not too big on family. I'm single, no kids at 42.
Well, I mean, listen, your girl was extremely hot when you met her, and she aged up a little bit, didn't she? I understand what's going on here, bro. It is what it is. But, it's hard for Sagittariuses, especially ones who are born in, like, dog years. Because you're born in dog years, and, tell me if this is true, Dom. It's tough to be faithful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's tough because as people who are born in dog years, they will be faithful when it comes to taking care of their family. They'll be faithful to their friends. They'll be loyal to the people who help put them on. But that don't mean they're going to be loyal to their bitch.
Pretty hard.
Because dogs like to fuck around. It is what it is. So listen, you're most likely not happy because either you're cheating on her or you want to cheat on her. It's one of the two, man. Yeah. This is how it works. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Now, this is a problem for women. And I want to talk to the women out there for a second because especially if you're born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd, not so much 5 life paths, but born on those days. I'm talking about women, not so much men. You rely so much on your looks. When they start fading, it's tough. So you better make sure you find the right partner right away. So he stays loyal to you when those looks fade like a thief in the night. And we know that's what happens. See, women always complain, yo, I gave this guy my youth and he walked away from me. That's your dumbass fault. You should have known that you found a man who was only interested with you because of your looks. And a lot of times they do. But they just fucking look past it. Looks fade, ladies. But going back to this man, you guys are extremely compatible. But no, it's going to be very difficult for you to stay faithful, brother. But yeah, this is probably like one of the most loyal soldiers you're going to have. She is exactly what you like, but she doesn't spark your interest anymore because, quite frankly, she's past her prime. Sorry, bro.
There you go.
Next.
We got up next Mikey Jimenez, male 123096, female 91396.
Two rats can do well together. I mean, it's going to be like a battle of the minds. You know, when it's two tigers, it's going to be like, you know, fighting and shit like that, man. You know, they're probably going to have sexual aggression in the bedroom and shit like that. But can you go back up so I can see their birthdays? Thank you. But when it comes down to tigers themselves, I mean, rats themselves, they're very different because rats are very manipulative. So, and when I need to see those birthdays a little bit more.
So this is 123096. I heard it's 91326.
Because that middle camera is right in the way, so I can't see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I look at you have LeBron's birthday. So people who are born on the 30th have that short attention span, and they need to be interested when it comes down to it from a not an intellectual level, but more of a comedic level. They need to have fun. Now, the person born on the 13th is an extremely hard worker. These are not the same type of personalities. One's more of a prankster. One is by the book type of person. Both you guys are rats. Both you guys have a sense where you can sense danger. Now, you're asking me if this relationship can work. I think it's more of a beneficial relationship where you guys will benefit each other. Love, I'm not too sure about that. You know, it is what it is. I don't see it the strongest love, but the person born on the 13th, who is the 11 life path, they're the more passionate one. And the other person is more comedic. So I don't think this is a pure love relationship, but if you want someone who's going to be a good wife, good husband, they can match each other from that intellectual standpoint of it's always going to be a chess match from a manipulation standpoint. I think it's a good relationship from that area. But no, you're not soulmates. So it is what it is.
So thank you, Gary, Fresh and Dom. Okay, and then we have next MMC. Just got the lifetime membership in Q. Shout out to your brother. He wants to know.
And having said that, can we play the Q commercial at this point?
There we go.
Hey, man, they brought it up. Well, when we come back, we'll do your reading. Right now, let's go to the sponsor of the show, Q, the best numerology astrology app in the freaking world. Welcome back to Q Studios, and thank you again for our, hosts, the Q app, the best numerology and astrology app. You know why? Because it's based off my knowledge. Imagine having a little Gary in your pocket, man. I mean, Gary's not that little, but you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. All right, let's get to the chat. These jokes are lame.
Good stuff. How can I be successful and wealthy? I'm having a hard time with ADHD. 930. 99 male from California.
9/30, 1999. He just said he had a problem with ADHD.
He said, isn't the third and fourth life path and numbers enemy numbers?
We'll get into that. When it comes down to it, you have to understand that people who have that type of energy, they're going to say they have ADHD, but it's not ADHD. There's nothing wrong with them. This is how they are. They spaz out. They can't just do one thing. They have to do 1, 2, 3 things. They got to be jugglers. They got to do 2, 3 things at once, because if not, they're going to get bored. And when they get bored, they lose fucking passion. Eventually, they get lazy, and everything goes to shit. You don't have ADHD. You don't need Adderall, bro. What happens is you need to do 2, 3 things at once. You do that, you'll be fine, my man. You are a 4 life path. Just because you have a 3 and a 4 within your own birthday doesn't mean you're your own enemy, bro. It means you're a disciplined 3. Most 3s are very undisciplined. They just fucking get by based off their natural charisma for sales and stuff like that. Natural charisma for networking. Those type of outlets. But when it comes down to people who are 4s, they're hard workers. So while 3s can get along just by networking and making money networking, 4s gotta work. If the Matrix has slaves, they ain't black people, they're 4 life paths.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. The 4s are the... Listen, my student, Roger, who's probably the second best numerologist in the world after me, in GG33, he's a GG33 capo. Roger, shout out to him. He basically said, I think 4s are like slaves because 4s have to work. They must work. Dom, if you do nothing, you're fucked.
Completely. Career doesn't do shit.
Nope. You got to put in more work. When it comes down to it, listen, Elon cost me a lot of money. Yeah. And if that guy suspended your account and cost you millions of dollars, you'd be mad at his ass too. Yeah. So it is what it is. I'm not going to ask for forgiveness. I'd say it again, but I apologize to YouTube. You don't want that shit on your app. I get it. My bad. Anyways, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. But going back to my friend over here, you got to outwork people. Your main gift in life is psychology. You're really, really good at analyzing people. You can read people like a book just by psychology. If I'm you, I'd probably start working for the government in some way, to be a government contractor. I think that would be your best way for success.
Okay. And the last few here.
Yeah, we're ending this stream real soon.
Say what? 7/19/05. What am I here to do in life? General reading, male. Should I be a boxer? Am I going to be rich? He wants to know what he needs to do in life.
Yeah, well, people born on the 19th, they usually have health issues when they're young. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And that's because of bad karma from past life. So you're a rooster and you're asking me, should you be fighting? That's what roosters do. That's what cocks do. They fight, man. A lot of boxers are roosters. But listen, if you have it in you, then do it. I don't know if you can box or not. I know roosters are good at it. I know people who have ones in their birthday are good at it. And I know you're extremely... you're not impressionable, but you're hard-headed, bro. You're going to do whatever the hell you want, man. So I think you're going to find your way. I look at a person over there that as you get older, I think the bag's going to increase. But you're going to have your most fun when you're in the golden years. Like some people, you look at their birthdays, man, and you see when they're in their 50s, 60s, 70s, they're just going to have a grand fucking time. You're going to be one of those guys. Enjoy life. Don't take it too seriously. And, bro, slow down sometimes. Being aggressive is not always the answer. You don't have to go head first fighting. That's the problem with roosters, man. They always want to fight, man. They always want to be aggressive and they always want to fight. Back off sometimes, man. Always stay away from people born in the year of the cat, too. You'll have a fatal attraction on them. You don't need it.
All right. Shout out to Mitch on my side. Okay, he says, hey, fresh, Gary and Dom, and I fuck with this show. Keep killing it. Thank you, brother. Gary, what's my reading? Best locations, relationship, and money. August 5th, 1994, NC, and he's a male.
August 5th, 1994. Yes. So if you're born in the year of the dog, Dom, what's the dog state?
What's that?
What's the dog state?
California.
California.
Yeah,
so if you're okay living with a whole bunch of liberals, your best energy is there.
Yeah.
100%. Now, you're born on the 5th, so I expect you're going to travel. And looking at your birthday, you're going to have no issues making money, bro. As a matter of fact, you should have started seeing a big increase right about 2023 when it came to your bag, my friend. Your biggest issue, you got to watch out for those women. And we talked about dogs with their fun with the ladies, but this guy's also born on the 5th. So he's got the same energy as Dom over here. He got that 5 and that 1994. Yeah. And Dom be having fun at the clubs, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard. I don't go with them, man. Because, people get mad if I go, man. Could you imagine if someone got some video about me in the club, bro? That shit would be all over Twitter. Yeah. I'm a good boy, man. It is what it is, man. I'll let the blacks over here do that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the good white boy. Anyways, moving on to your reading. Listen, bro, you can't be in one place for too long. You got to move. You honestly have to travel. That is what I see in your birthday, man. You're good at starting things, and you work on finishing sometimes. Oh, yeah. And you're definitely like good with the ladies, bro. Like this guy's having no issues with the ladies whatsoever.
Good stuff.
One thing, bro, you don't want baby mamas, you want wives. Mm-hmm. So that's my biggest concern for you, that you're not going to get the family part right. So find someone who's born 1998, but most likely 2002. If you find someone born 2002, someone who is, that's exactly the year that would be best for you. A horse, you're a dog. And the same goes for you, Dom. You need to find some bitch born 2022, because even though horses, they're stubborn, they got 2 2s in them, so they're very feminine. And they got them bodies that you motherfuckers like, man. So it is what it is. That's my recommendations for you, my friend.
All right.
Oh, by the way, watch out for the law after your birthday. Make sure the IRS and the man don't go after you, because you might have some issues.
All right, shout out to Mitch. Okay. I believe we have...
I know I'm shutting it down because I slipped up, and they're setting it in, man.
We got Kirsty, 4/30/1975. Me and her husband, 10/14/1972. Had a reading scheduled on 5:30 Brisbane time, but it didn't happen. Booked through the Academy, GG33.
Can you get their information too, Bills?
Yeah, Kirsty. Yeah.
Yeah, get. So you got 2 emails to get me. He'll get me in them. I'll get to him. Wow. All right, let's go through the birthdays. You have one 1975. You have a kitty. Then you have a 1972 rat. Yeah, that's always going to be a nice little mind matchup. The difference between rats and cats is they're both very good at mind games, but the rat doesn't want to. Rat wants to be manipulative all the time. Like even if the rat's not trying, it's going to try to do things to manipulate in some way. The cat is on and off with it. The cat might be actually better than the rat, but doesn't want to be on it all the time. Just imagine like Sex Maniac. The rat wants to do it all the time, even though the cat's better at it. It's like, nah. So the cat has to be on it. The rat is pretty. Go back. I can't see. I need to see the whole reading. Yeah, keep it on top. Put it up a little bit more. Yeah, much better. Okay, so we have a 7 life path there. Oh, we got 2 7s. The best thing I can do, the best advice I can give 2 7s is give each other your space. Yeah, this is a very good relationship. I like it. I like it from a numerology standpoint. I like it from an astrology standpoint. Yeah, you do have a strong attraction to each other. You do fight quite often, though. And when you fight, you definitely got to give each other your space. The rat's definitely more home and family oriented, and if you have kids, they're definitely gonna be closer with the 72. The 75 is a psychologist, but we'll get more to this when I do your reading. Bill, just get their information. So you got those 2, and I'll get back to you, both of you guys. Don't send any more in. I don't feel like doing any more. I'm done. Yeah, I've been on my back long enough today.
Yes.
Yeah, the last one.
Let's see here.
You see, Sneako? I'm so tired of doing these,
Excellent
and you can't
shot.
even get one, bro.
Man, turning down money. Damn, that's crazy.
Yoav.
Already rich.
Yeah, we know this. Very good feeling. March 4th, 05, male. And also, Gary, I'm in your DMs trying to get a reading that I paid for. Help a brother out.
Are you kidding me?
Too many readings,
There's
bro.
no freaking way, man. There's no freaking way.
Too many, bro.
I know at least a couple of you guys are bullshitting, but Bill, get his DM again, man. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
That's a lot, brother. That's a blessing.
It is what it is. Let me give this birthdays one more time.
So once again,
March 4th, 2005.
Yep.
All right, 5 life pad 4. That's a perfect combination to be in the United States of America. If you're a 5'4", that is the absolute perfect combination to be in the United States of America, because America was founded on the 4th and it's a 5 life pad. Why do you think Donald Trump is such an effective president?
Yeah.
He is a 5'4", just like the nation itself. So if you have that birthday, bro, that's fucking great.
W.
That's absolutely W, especially being born on the 4th. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Obama. So if you black born on the 4th in the United States of America, man, you might be a criminal, but you're getting paid at it. No, in all jokes aside, man, when it comes down to 4s, you're going to have to work hard. You have a certain level of charisma that's going to get stronger and stronger with age. You're definitely going to have to be aggressive in the life, but you're also very intuitive. Mm-hmm. So I would always try to be by water if I were you. You have a skill, unlike most people. Pay attention to your dreams. When you go to sleep and you wake up, start writing down your dreams as soon as you get up. That might be effective for all people, but especially Pisces, because you are the dream warriors. That's what Pisces are. They're the dream warriors, the dream masters. When it comes down to remembering or having a connection to the dream world, Pisces do it better than anyone else. And by the way, Pisces are the most religious sign.
Yeah.
I mean, you want some deep information? Constantine. If you're a Christian, you know who Constantine is.
Yep.
Constantine basically merged the Roman Empire. And Constantine was a Pisces. And he made Christianity the official religion of Rome under the age of Pisces. So when religion was supposed to spread under the fish, that's when it happened. Why do you think the Pope wears a fish hat?
Yeah.
He's symbolizing Pisces. But in Aquarius, the water bearer, information starts flowing. Numerology and astrology is always there. Last thing I'm going to say to you, brother, you're in the 7-year cycle. So while I'm going to tell most roosters to go hard, I'm not going to tell you to do that, because you have to learn as much as possible. Next year, even though it's a horse year, you're still in your 8-year cycle. That's when you go hard. Learn as much as possible. Bills, make sure you get me those 3 emails. And unless someone else donated, we're wrapping it up.
All right. Don, was there one more news article? Or that was it? Okay. We'll do the last few here.
Brittney Griner has been under fire for arguing with and yelling with referees during her interview while live on TV.
Should have left that bitch in Russia.
So they're saying that she's like a man. I mean, I don't think she's a man, but
I don't either.
It just, her voice is very.
You wouldn't hit, though.
Of course not.
Not limits.
I don't think anybody would hit.
How drunk do you have to be, dumb?
Oh, man.
It's beyond my limit.
You couldn't pay me, bro.
Can I pay you?
Nah.
A milli, bro.
Nah,
a
I'm good.
milli.
Nah, I'm good.
A mil. 5 mil. $5 mil to lick the box.
I'm good.
It's pretty much like fucking a dude. So yeah. You're probably gonna be hit.
Oh my God. I'm cringe. Okay, what's the next one, bro? You made cringe, bro.
This was more on the AI. It's just a little small clip of this AI that we were covering, the Google VO. It's saying inevitably this is going to be the end, destroying life as we know it. AI growth from it's just 2 years ago to now is insane. We are dooming ourselves. I promise you this all ends badly for humanity.
Yep.
Yeah, it's becoming more realistic as we go by day. Scary.
Okay, the Cardi B's new boyfriend.
Oh, this one was good. All right, so imagine this, right? Just some hip hop history here. So basically, Cardi B and Offset were dating, had kids, everything. They broke up, cheating, infidelity, major issues there. Then Cardi B gets with Stefon Diggs, and it's new talk of the town. However, he's on a yacht. I believe this is in Miami. Could be wrong here, but he's talking to these girls. Let's play real quick and then see what he said to the girls. But what's scary is that after he spoke to them, he brought up some party favors. That can't believe he did this shit on camera. Maybe he didn't know, but this is fucking crazy, bro.
Bruh.
There we go. Yeah, party favors, bro. You know. He's saying, "What's my name, Daddy?" Pause. Nigga, what is that?
Bro,
Bro,
this shit crazy. You thinking the same thing?
I'm from Miami,
bro.
nigga.
That's the one closest to him too.
I'm from Miami, nigga.
I'm just making sure I seen the right thing.
Bro, I swear to God,
I'm from Miami,
read my
nigga.
mind, bro.
That is Tusi. If nigga, if I know
That's
what that
crazy.
is, it's the pink powder. You know, the C word, but it's pink,
That shit's crazy,
bro. I don't know about you guys, but isn't that illegal if you're in like for the teams to have someone?
That shit's illegal everywhere, but maybe Seattle.
Yo, bro, I kid you not. That right there is crazy. If that's what I think it is.
Look. And don't mention the name, but look what he sent me. He's talking shit about Aiden now.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Dude, full circle, bro. Full circle. But Stefon Diggs, bro, no hate, but dude, this is crazy if that's what I think it is. And it's on camera, bro. But the point of this video is that like Cardi B's on this boat too. So him talking to this girl saying, "Call me daddy," and she's on the boat is kind of crazy. So that's the whole appeal here. But that part to me was crazy because, nigga, what is that? Chat, you tell me. Isn't that what I think it is? So, but to be fair, after being in some of these circles, when you got money, bro, and you got status, you do drugs, bro.
That's a big bag.
What?
I wonder if Zerka's on that boat.
So, wasn't it the big girl that's calling the biggest girl that's there was the one calling him daddy, ain't it?
Yeah. These two right here.
That's crazy, man.
But again, bro, this is nothing more than the life of the rich and wealthy, having fun on a yacht, which is fine. But for them to record this, put this out is crazy to me, bro.
Shout out to the Pacers, Oilers parlay, NBA, NHL parlay is a winner.
Let's go. Okay. We'll stop it there.
All right.
Anyone else came in?
We got any more bills?
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case,
Yep.
This has been Dom.
Oh, yeah.
This is Fresh.
Yep.
And this is me. We're out.
Out of
Peace.
here. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Delete that shit, bro. I'm